afternoon. Kurt Capra here with your daily recap for this Tuesday afternoon, April 18th. Hope everybody had a great trading day. Scott's actually out as he's going to be on CNBC later today, so check him out 5 o'clock on CNBC Fast Money. And otherwise, taking a look at the S&P here, you can see we got an inside day to finish out the trading day today, and we're really just trying to navigate things here as we're starting to see some indications of increasing supply. You know, the inability to follow through yesterday after we had such a strong day, gapping up and closing at the highs. But again, it was right into resistance, so it struggled to follow through. Ultimately, as I said, finishing with an inside day here. So really at this point, watch today's high and low. A break under the low is going to open the door not just to a retest of the 230, 250 area, but you know what I believe will be really the accelerator needed to get this thing moving with some more momentum. So definitely pay attention to that. And quite frankly, I think that if it does take out the high, it's just going to be more of that grind, if you will, trying to chew through some of this overhead resistance. So in my opinion, the path of least resistance is in this moment lower. We'll have to see how things play out though. The only caveat to that is the fact that the Qs are still really holding up well. However, you could make the argument that they're starting to kind of round out here. You're getting this rounded top, maybe even argue that there's a right shoulder beginning to build in here at this point. So either way, you know, with the breakout failure up here at the high going back to earlier this month, and now the potential lower high in that we're getting given the topping tail from today, it's setting up for, if nothing more, a move back down to retest this 50-day moving average, as well as this 129.60 support area, which would help the S&P to get moving lower. So still holding firm to that thought that we will be moving lower in the coming days. And then we can also take a look at financials, XLF, inside day here as it continues to sit on support. But the fact that it's been unable to bounce from here is, in a sense, an indication of weakness, right? The inability to move up off of support says that demand isn't as strong as you might expect it to be. So that opens the door to, you know, more supply coming in. And ultimately, if we break under this area here at around you know, we'll call it 23 just for round numbers, but if it breaks under 23 here, then we've got quite a bit of room to see this potentially fall, and you'll have this head and shoulders top really you know, planted in there. And that's what a lot of the financials are starting to look like. You know, you have the Wells Fargo, which actually put it in, where here's your right, or rather left shoulder, then you had this head formation, then it, you know, gave you the quick little right shoulder there before falling. And you know, a lot of them, like I said, are starting to show that. Bank of America, here it is again, right, giving you that head and shoulders type of picture. JP Morgan, you can see it here as well, right? And the question is going to be, will we break that support area? For JP Morgan, you're looking at around 84. If it breaks there, then you look for additional follow through lower. And the thing is, if these banks do start to break lower into those under those support levels, you know, there's a lot of room to fall. They led the rally higher, as you can see here, so they really could fall quite a bit. You know, obviously Goldman here today, following the earnings, they put in this head and shoulders and broke down. They could continue to fall. There is a little bit of support that they came down near around this 212 level, and we're able to get a little bit of a bounce from, but you know, below that, and you're looking back down towards the 180 level. And I'm not suggesting I think that's happening here anytime soon, but it is worth noting that's the next level of support that we do have at this point. Now, we can create new support, which we'll pay attention to potentially happening, but that's what the chart's suggesting right now. You know, and then looking at energy, this continues to weaken here. Looks like it's coming down to 67.50-ish in that area, so we'll keep an eye on that. But another one to keep an eye on here is Apple. Obviously, Apple has been a bit quiet here recently, but the key spot here for Apple is going to be 141. And if we go to the hourly, you'll see here we continue to hold that 141 area. Under that, and you can really start looking for this to give another leg lower. And so keep an eye on Apple tomorrow for either a gap below it or a trade below it to get involved early if we see weakness. And on that note, we've got IBM out, and they are down here after hours. So we'll see what kind of impact that's having on the overall market. You know, but like I said, I am, based on what I'm seeing here right now, looking for a bit more weakness here before anything else takes place. So hope everybody had a great day. As I said, Scott's going to be on CNBC Fast Money at 5 o'clock, so check him out there. He'll be back with you for the morning call. So until tomorrow, guys, have a great evening, and talk to you soon.